What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and it is another Tech Tip Sunday. And yes, I am in uniform. I am going to work. We have our big Epic event sales weekend that we have these once a quarter. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. Required all hands on deck. I'm on my way to work. Quite a few things happened this week I want to talk about. Road rage, man, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I can't really go into specifics of this case because I'll probably be called as a witness to at the trial. It's let it go. Let it go. If someone is doing something on the road that you don't like, whether it's legal or illegal, that's not the case. If it's something that you don't like, we've all been there. Every day I get angry at someone. There's never been a time I wanted to get out of my vehicle and approach that person. There's never been a time I wanted to follow that person home, follow that person to their place of work, follow them to the grocery store, wherever it is that person is going. I've never wanted to follow them. When you get out of the car, you're now the aggressor. If that other person, whatever that other person is now fearful for their life, for their safety. They can do whatever they feel necessary to protect themselves. You're the aggressor. A couple months ago, you remember that case? I don't know where it is. Newlywed couple, only been married like 2 weeks. Road rage incidents. The husband gets out of the vehicle, and this is on a dash cam of somebody else's vehicle. He's walking up to this other vehicle that is trapped in traffic, nowhere to go. Not pointing a gun, but a gun in his hand off to his side. Gets up to the other window. Guy doesn't even roll the window down. Pop, right through the glass. Kills the guy right there. Over what? Road rage? It's not worth it. We all get mad. Just drive along. FIDO, they taught me that in driving school because I used to be a menace on these roads. My license is suspended many times 30 years ago, drag racing fast cars. But FIDO, F-I-D-O, forget it and drive on. It's the only thing I ever took away from traffic signal. Other than that being an offensive driver. God, good defense, good offense. Forget it, drive on. Just move along, folks. Nothing to see here. Take a deep breath, turn the radio on, whatever it is you got to do. Pull off to the side of the road, you get out of your car and approach somebody, you're the aggressor. You're going to jail when something happens. That's it. Road rage, nip it in the bud. Twice more. We've talked about this a little in the past. We're going to touch upon a couple of subjects today. You go out a couple times into that. Yesterday, 2 vehicles yesterday. One gentleman in an F-250 Super Duty had an intermittent failure with his auxiliary vacuum pump for his brakes. So his brakes become very stiff, very hard, basically no power brakes. And nothing I can do on a Saturday, for him. He was already going home, getting ready to pick up a big boat and tow it back to wherever it is he was from. Try to tell him, don't drive the vehicle. Have it towed, have your boat towed. And he's like, no, can you just make sure you write on the invoice, like that code, because I pulled off the ABS and then what it was. That way, if something happens, I have an excuse that it wasn't my fault. And I told him, it is your fault. And I go, it's not an excuse anymore. You're negligent. You're driving a vehicle with known bad brakes. I go, this isn't just an accident anymore. It could be vehicular homicide. It could be endangering the public. There's a lot of things. It's no longer just an accident. They find out you don't have brakes, or you say, oh, hey, I have this receipt saying that something's wrong with my brakes. It's not my fault. You're going to prison, not jail, prison. An hour later, another young lady come in, metal to metal, grinding brakes. She didn't have brakes all the way around. Has destroyed the brakes. I'm going to have to make an appointment to come back. Ma'am, don't drive this car. I tried several. I go, ma'am, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Have it towed. If you don't want to have it repaired here, I'm fine with that. Have this vehicle towed. No, just make a note that that the brakes are bad in case something happens. In case something happens, you're going to prison. Is it worth it? God, it's like I said, repairs are expensive. I understand that. Nobody wants to come see me. Me and the dentist, I always say it. Nobody wants to come see me. Nobody wants to go see their dentist because they're always being told something else is wrong and you need to spend more money. When I just came in for an oil change, I just came in for my cleaning. I don't want to spend more money, but when you're endangering the lives of the other people on the road, figure it out. I don't know. I hate to be that callous, but figure it out. Your brakes didn't just start grinding. Your brakes didn't just start making noise. They've been doing that for a while. You gotta pay attention. You gotta have a little fun set up for your car. And I know it's easier said than done. It is what it is. I can fix my own car. So it's, for me to tell you that, it's, whatever. You gotta take it with a grain of salt. But just know that more and more lawyers, you're seeing this, are going after records, maintenance records. And it gets exponentially worse. Imagine losing your house, because someone told you needed brakes, and then you said, well, I'll wait till I get home, across the state or country or wherever that guy lived. Imagine losing everything, because you didn't want to tow your car across something like this young lady. She lived, not too far away. It's a $100 tow bill. You couldn't afford the $800 in brakes. I understand that. But the tow bill, do you have AAA? Get your car towed. Get it towed. Stop driving it. Whatever it is, but losing your house, losing everything else, potentially losing your job, your career, potentially going to jail for brakes because you hit somebody because you couldn't stop in time, and they found out, and it's not worth it. Just like the road rage, it's just not worth it. Last but not least, stop threatening to call corporate on me because you didn't get what you want. You didn't get your free thing, whatever it is. It's just because you think as a consumer something should be the case, and it's not. Jessica is like this. I live with this. When she thinks something is the case, you cannot convince her otherwise, even though it's wildly false or in no realm of possibilities is that the case. Changing your oil. I didn't put that nail in your tire. Don't threaten to call corporate on me because I found a nail in your tire. Or you found a nail in your tire a day after getting your oil changed. And it's in the sidewall and it's unrepairable. Those two things are not linked. And that didn't happen this time. But it little things like that. But yeah, it's it makes us. It doesn't make us mad. It just irritates us. It makes us sometimes not want to help other people. It just when this situation comes in. When your custom rim, when I pointed out that there's marks on your rim ahead of time, and then you come pick it up and like, well, this mark wasn't here. Yeah, but we went over. Yeah, but I see those, but this, I'm gonna call corporate. You owe me a new rim, and it's gotten to the point to like situation like that. We just don't want to work out custom rims anymore. It's just like it's not worth it. What do you mean you do tires? I know how this could play out, and it's just stop using that excuse, in everything, not just with me, everywhere. That's the thing nowadays. I'm just going to call corporate because I know what I'll get, and then corporate. If you're listening to this, not my corporates know. In general, you can't always believe the customer. They want to get stuff for free. Yes, they're going to tell like 20 of their friends that they got ripped off, but eventually we're going to have to put an end to this nonsense, and the consumer is not always right. Stop giving them everything that they want because they're not going to be satisfied. They're just going to want more, and they're going to keep doing this. They're going to take more from you. So it's not just this instant. They're going to come back to your business, and they're going to take more from you. All right, that's all we got for this week. We're going to see you next Sunday with another tech tip.